With the rumors and leaks on the new system of Nintendo, I figured I'd make a list of what I'd want to be featured in terms of hardware or software. At the time of recording, I believe the dimensions and form factor have already been leaked, but I think that mostly everything about the Switch 2 is still a bit of a mystery. Alright, the first one is 4K support. This should honestly be a given, as every other console on the market, or almost every other console, has 4K gaming in some form. HDR support would also be very nice to go along with it. On the topic of high fidelity graphics though, I think automatically upscaling some of the original Switch games via backwards compatibility to 4K would also be nice. Like playing a game, Breath of the Wild, looking even better than it did when it came out would be very awesome. I forgot to mention that it would be nice if games previously played at 30 FPS might have a bump to 60 to fix games that might have been hard to play on the original Switch due to low performance. Really important one here, fix the joysticks. I can't count how many pairs of my Joy-Cons were ruined because of this unfixed issue that Nintendo tried to ignore for nearly 8 years since the Switch came out. I'd understand if they addressed this and they were trying to fix it directly, but all they did was offer to fix, in quotes, the Joy-Cons by getting them sent out and returned, sometimes still not working properly. I think they should make the early jump that could be markable to Hall effect joysticks, which don't have a record for breaking or drifting over time. So I think I might have already gone over this when I was talking about 4K, but I think that better hardware in general should be used for the next system. The hardware for the original Switch wasn't even considered powerful when it came out, but I think it should at least be on par with the Xbox Series S in 2025, but it should probably have more power since the S is 4 years old at this point. Utilizing AI upscaling would probably help in terms of performance. I'm just now realizing that Switch 2 being more powerful than the Series S would probably make GTA 6 a portable game. But besides that, a more memorable user interface would be nice as well as some background music too. While the OG Switch's UI was pretty straightforward and works well, it feels overly basic and extremely boring, and it also doesn't give you the same atmosphere that makes you excited to play like the 3DS, Wii, and the Wii U did. Alright, so a higher quality screen on the Switch would be really nice. Like 1080p resolution would be perfectly fine in my opinion. The material covering the screen might also need a change. Plastic was used on the base model, the Lite, and the OLED, and scratched really easily. I think reinforcing it would be pretty nice, even though they're definitely not going to do this. This is Nintendo we're talking about. I'd like it if the Switch 2 had microphone support for Bluetooth headphones connected to the system, or they could just slap a microphone on the handheld itself like the 3DS. Instead of the odd IR camera found on the bottom of the right Joy-Con, they could add a camera to the system itself, like a real one, and market revolutionized communication between players. Looking at my Switch, I remembered that it doesn't have analog triggers, a feature found on the GameCube. A streaming service besides Hulu would be nice, but not a must by any means. If the new console doesn't have a huge boost in performance, they should have a new but unintrusive gimmick. At this point in writing, I'm realizing how much I miss tech demos and creative games based around the hardware they were playing on. A more firm build would also be much appreciated, as sometimes when I play in handheld mode, the Joy-Cons kind of wiggle around when playing, and on my oldest Switch, sometimes the Joy-Cons just pop off if I'm not careful. Last of all, it would be incredible, absolutely incredible, if they added GameCube and Wii games to a Switch Online exclusive to the Switch 2. Nintendo-approved online multiplayer in Melee or Brawl would be amazing. That's pretty much it for my Switch 2 wishlist. Wanted to put a video out before 2025, but couldn't make a Christmas deadline. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.